G'day, I'm David Abrahams and welcome to Central Coast Newspapers Weekly News 5 at 5, March 11, 2022. The heavy rainfall that has inundated the Central Coast this week has left beaches and waterways full of debris and contamination. Local beach lovers were out in action on Clean Up Australia Day on Sunday and continued into the week, hauling in all manner of items from the beaches. Council staff have also been quick to jump into action, collecting huge amounts of rubbish across the region's waterways. And beaches are still closed, with high levels of organic contamination creating unsafe swimming and surfing conditions. Health and safety authorities are warning locals about the health risks associated with the flooding.
Floodwaters can contain many pollutants. They can contain sewage from sewage overflows. They could contain chemicals. They could contain other contaminants that could lead someone to become sick. Given the heavy rain and the flooding, it's likely we'll see an increase in mosquito numbers. That has certainly happened in the past. And we urge people to take care.
And the Reptile Park has warned of the increase in funnel web spiders.
With the incredible amount of rain and flooding that we're seeing across the East Coast, there have been more funnel web sightings than usual for this time of year. We're receiving reports of funnel webs being found in homes as they seek refuge from the water, and we're urging the public to be on the lookout. The good news is, if you do spot one in your home, they are super easy to catch. We've been getting dozens of funnel webs handed into the park and to our spider drop-off locations across Greater Sydney and Newcastle.
The downpours that forced road closures at a long list of locations have now eased, though many roads remain closed, including Wiseman's Ferry Road at Spencer. The township has once again turned to boats and punts to maintain itself. River Care's president, Robin Downham, said the past week had been, quote, horrendous.
So we've had, SCS, we've had so many fire brigades from so many different areas. We've had New South Wales Emergency Ambulance down here. We had the Army come in. It's just been amazing. All the people that are trying to help us, wonderful support from the Salvos and Ausgrid. They came to the rescue and they've donated over 40 generators with fuel. All these services in the last 2 days, they've just been amazing, going up Bay River, delivering all these things to people. So now with the sun coming up, it's starting to dry everything up, starting to see a bit of optimism in the general public.
Hundreds of potholes, as a result, have opened up across the region, and Council has extra crews on the road attempting to repair them. Some locals, however, highlighted the problem in their own very special way. And related news, fuel prices are on the rise thanks to the war in Ukraine. Local diesel prices by as much as 40 cents a litre, and there are fears of more to come. Read a detailed analysis by Deakin University researcher Vlado Vivalda in this weekend's paper and online. And COVID infections are feared to be on the rise again, apparently due in part to a new subvariant, as indicated by official daily data graph. 3,450 reported cases were recorded last week, up 1,000 cases from the week before. Check out our website for details. And Tuesday was International Women's Day, and celebrations happened across the coast, from restaurants to clubs to schools. Two highlights are, first, local Terrigal woman Professor Julie Redfern, who has won the 2022 New South Wales Woman of the Year Excellence Award for her amazing work in the field of rehabilitation for heart attack patients.
What we know through my research and those of my colleagues is that only about a third of people with a heart attack actually go to those programs. So you're talking about 40-odd thousand Australians a year that don't go and therefore don't get the benefits. So what my research for the last 15 years has been about is trying to improve this problem.
And Central Coast Newspaper's own former journalist and editor, Jackie Pearson, has been awarded a prestigious Walkley Award grant to pursue public interest journalism over the next year. We look forward to seeing the results of her investigations. And over in Oman for the 2022 World Race Walking Team Championships, Terrigal's Alana Pitcher marked her first international race with a silver medal. Pitcher finished 9th in the under-20 women's 10K walk and earned her a silver in the teams category with fellow Australians Olivia Sandry and Alana Pert as well. And for the Central Coast Mariners, encouraging results this week in Gosford have brought hope for the finals chances. A 2-1 win on Saturday against Brisbane finally broke their 7-game winless streak since December, and also marked 3 goals in 3 games for the in-form Benny Nicololo. 4 days later, a match-up against Melbourne Victory ended in a 1-1 draw, thanks to a late goal by Nikolai Muller, now on 2 goals in 2 games. Next up, Perth Glory in Perth on Tuesday next week. And all of these stories, written by local journalists from the region's largest newsroom, can be found on our news website without a paywall, and in this week's print editions of Coast Community News, Coast Community Chronicle and the Pelican Post. Remember to subscribe to our popular email newsletter and our socials via YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Spotify and Instagram for updates throughout the week. Now we leave you this week with a special performance by Melbourne-based singer-songwriter Jess Locke. Jess has returned to her hometown of Avoca for a gig tonight at Avoca Beach Theatre as part of the Dinosaur City Records Homecoming Tour, also featuring Julia Jacqueline. Have a great weekend and enjoy the day.
Don't go worrying about what's